Everybody. I'm Heather Severn Callister. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and we have Camille Kennard here with us. We are working on our Reducing Stress 2020, and she is an LCSW and a wellness life coach. Camille is going to tell us a little bit about intuitive eating during these times.
Yes, I am excited to talk about this because this is a huge issue for all of us. We are in survival mode right now. Our primitive brains are coming on, that fight or flight. So we're going to just talk about a few little tips that you guys can use to help you during this time. And the first thing is I teach people a lot about mindful and intuitive eating. A lot of times when we go into that eating where we're just grabbing that bag of chips and just downing it and just going, it's because we're outside of our body. We're in our heads. We're stressed out. We're trying to find some way to feel better. So my first tip is just to stop when you notice that wanting to go to that bag of chips or craving that food or wanting to feel better. Stopping, and this is a little acronym of S.T.O.P. So you stop, and then you take a breath, breathe in. It can kind of help us get out of that fight or flight, into our more calm rest and digest system. And then the O is to observe. Observe. Is this what's going on with me emotionally? What do I need? Maybe I didn't get enough rest, or maybe I need to eat an apple or something that makes my body feel good. Just observing what emotions you're having, what thoughts you're having, body sensations. Is there pain somewhere? And then so this just gives you a chance to kind of take a moment to notice what's going on inside your body. Because when we're in that reactive mode, it's just like we are not thinking, we are just that amygdala is going, and we're in this survival mode.
Absolutely.
So the stop is all about taking a moment to just be in our bodies again, and to really listen to and observe, what does my body need? What do I need right now in this moment? And maybe what I need is just to tell myself, you're okay. Or maybe what I need is to go on a little walk, or maybe what I need is to call a friend. So taking a moment just to observe. So that's the stop practice. Stopping, taking a breath, observing what's going on in your mind, your heart, your body. And then the P is to proceed. So you can go back and you can have a choice rather than being reactive. You actually have a choice as you move forward. So that's kind of my first tip for this COVID time.
Yeah, and it makes sense. And I think we need to do more stopping during this time because, a lot of times we're in that reactive mode, especially when it first started where everyone was just hoarding.
Yeah, we're in survival brain. We're wanting to figure out how can we respect your body. It's really easy for us to say, my body's not okay how it is. It's too fat. It's too ugly. I don't like it. This is a big issue for women is that we compare ourselves to what the media shows, or just that we're not okay. And I think a lot of people during this COVID time are saying, well, I've gained weight, right?
Yeah.
My pants don't fit as well as they used to. And just recognizing, again, that you were in a fight or flight kind of situation, and that your body, our body can change and fluctuate. And it's okay for us to respect that different people have different weight. Some people are gaining weight during COVID, some are not. But a lot of us are going to food for comfort, for a way to comfort ourselves. So if we can still, even if my body weighs 10 pounds more than it did before COVID, which mine does, can I still respect it? Can I still look at my body and say, my body does things for me. It gets me from one place to another. I love to walk, all the things that my body can do instead of shaming ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, maybe we want to make a different choice, but we don't want to be stuck in that shame mode.
Right.
And so allowing ourselves to say, how can I respect that my body is beautiful just the way it is? We're all genetically different. Just like you have different shoe sizes, we have different body sizes and shapes. And we have a multi-billion-dollar healthy industry, beauty industry that tells us, you're not okay, because they make money if we feel dissatisfied with ourselves. So it's this whole idea of like, if we can just be okay and say, I love and respect my body. I'm glad it can help me walk. I'm glad it can help me do the work I'm doing right now during COVID. And if it gains 10 pounds, being like in a place where you're not shaming yourself about that, where you're just saying, I've noticed that maybe there was more emotional eating during this time, or
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't listening to my body's cues for self-care, and and just kind of like your body is your friend. So tip number 3 is bringing in some self-compassion for yourself. If we got off our diet or things didn't go the way we wanted to, instead of shaming ourselves, just really saying, it's okay. This is a hard time that you're going through, just like you would to a good friend if they said, oh, I got off my diet and I didn't eat like I wanted to. Instead of criticizing ourselves and having that inner critic coming in,
Yeah.
just noticing and giving ourselves that kindness and saying, I was suffering and I'm going to just give myself some compassion because I went through a time that was some suffering for me. So instead of the critical voice, just bringing in that kind voice that says, you know what, it's okay. Everything will work out. I can get back into my self-care. It's okay. Right.
I
Just
love that. I
without
think
shaming
it's,
yourself.
yes, having that self compassion, because we all could use some more self compassion right now. This has been lovely, Camille. If you'd like to have more information about her intuitive eating, please visit flourishwellnessconsulting.com. Thank you.
Thank you.